Hello guys, and welcome back. We last left off talking about battle strategy and building a few additional buildings. I believe we built the toolsmithy, the makeshift forge, a few more golems for defenses, and the waymaker shack. So it will take our waymaker quite a bit of time to build these roads here. So I think my goal for this episode is to ensure I have lots of free space for housing. I looked up the criteria for nomads coming into your village, and it depends on three things. One being housing. You have to have additional housing slots, or available slots in your housing. Two is your total jobs that are free. So as you can see, we have lots of jobs available. I mean, we need 11 more farmers, 3 more lumberjacks, 7 more crystal harvesters, so you get the idea. So we meet that criteria. And the third criteria is the amount of food in your village. I don't know why a nomad would want to settle here if there was a shortage of food. Might as well just head on to the next village. So right now we meet all that criteria, although our housing is getting a little tight. What do we have here? We have the 2 standard houses and the large high occupancy. So we'll keep this one down here. There's no sense deleting it just because it's kind of out of place here. I don't mind too much, but we are going to upgrade these. Or perhaps we'll just build new ones. Let's see, 32 wood, 8 rock, and 8 boards. What does it take to build a new one? 24 wood, okay. So I'm going to opt out to build 2 new houses here. Things nice and neat. And then, yeah, we'll upgrade these most likely into standard housing. No, maybe we'll get some of the fancy ones. Why not? Let's have a good balance. Okay, no workers. We don't really need any iron ore right now. Iron ignots. So I do want to start working on defenses. I most definitely have to build a perimeter of fire pits around here, because I'm not going to take the chance of that this corruption here is most likely going to spread through the tar. Now our first indication of that will be on these islands here. If these islands start to get corruption on it, we know that indeed the corruption is heading towards us. So we want to continue building along the coast here with our fire pits. 44 out of 48 building slots, so we will need to upgrade an ancillary or build a new one or upgrade our camp. Okay, awesome. So what do we need to upgrade our village center? That's not very much at all. We're a little low on boards, but we will upgrade that. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we have 1 carpenter, decent amount of wood. We could always use more wood. Ah, drats, I must have got some nomads and didn't notice. Okay, let's get 2 builders, bring that up to 10. For the time being, I'm gonna bring 1 more carpenter in, get a few boards built. And let's see. How are we doing for rock? Pretty good for rock. Well, I know we could always use more lumberjacks, so let's go ahead and bring that up to 4. Perfect. Now, as far as I know, villagers will pick up weapons as they need them. Once you hire people to work the organizer position, they will pick up stuff around the town and deposit it in its respected location. So I think, yeah, so the village center can hold some tools. Wood sword, pickaxe, shovel. There's a few different types of buildings that can hold weapons. Definitely the ancillary, they could probably hold stuff too. Oh yeah, so the ancillaries could hold just about everything. So the organizers will deposit into the ancillaries and your camp here, or your village center. Keeps changing names. So I'm still satisfied with our defenses, but you know what? We're never gonna stop making defenses. We still have to get a wall going, but for the walls we need resources. Now I was thinking, we're not even gonna build wood walls because of our short supply of wood. We're just gonna strictly stick to stone. I think that's a pretty good idea. Okay, so they got those fire pits built fairly quick. Got some cactus here, I believe. Yep. So we're gonna go along here and build right to the edge of the map. We are gonna spread along this way too. A few more seconds here, maybe we'll bring it up to 2 times speed. I do want to start laying out my maze that I'm going to make. Need to wait for this fire pit to get built. Now we could start to upgrade these. No, they're not too bad. Upgrade 1 full row at a time. Same order that we built them. I can't even click that. There we go. Okay. So I think before I build a 3rd row, I'm going to upgrade the first 2. Probably make more essence collectors or upgrade them. I think I'm going to opt to make a few more, just 2 more. Okay, and we'll let that sort itself out. Maybe we could help out here by giving them a labor golem or 2. Something I like to do is to siphon the energy from my essence collectors if I have an excess of energy, and to just keep summoning labor golems. It's especially easy to do if you're on a speed like 2 times or 3 times, because you absorb the energy fairly quicker. So you can see the total energy across the top of the screen there on the bar to the far right. Has a little lightning bolt. So I wasn't keeping count there, maybe you know, around 10 extra labor golems. So these guys will all aid the village in some way. So they're going to the small ancillary, probably to get, what do we need here? Barely see. Oh, there we go. Probably to get stone or something, who knows. As long as they're doing something. Essence well worth spent. So how are we doing on water? As you can see, we're actually slowly, fairly fast, going down on water. So what may be the problem there? Take a look here. We will get a bottler very soon. They just make water use more efficient, essentially. Small fountain. We could use a fountain. We could probably upgrade our purifier and rain catcher. Okay, I don't want to build too much at once. Oh, these are already upgraded. Cool. Okay, in that case, we are going to build a fountain. You know, fountains are quite nice usually. It'd be kind of cool to have it in the center of the town here. I know that kind of essentially uses up all this space. Where else could we put it? Put it right here. That's a trash can. Yeah, wouldn't be good there. I think I'm gonna put it right here. Perfect. Okay. So makeshift rain collector. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. And let's see. Water purifier makeshift. Yes, let's upgrade that too. So we'll see what kind of effect upgrading these 2 buildings have on our total water count. So we're currently at midday, day 6. I think it's 7 days of spring, and then it switches over to summer. We'll find out fairly soon. We got some more building slots, but we're going to use them up fairly quick. So I would like to make more ancillaries. I really want things to line up. Well, we could do 2 more ancillaries here. God, that's a difficult word for me to say. And then continue on with the houses. That would work. Now, I also looked up the desirability, if you can see it there, underneath range generated. As far as I could tell, when an area is more desirable, or has more desirability points, citizens, or workers, whoever, when they're not doing something, they will be more inclined to hang out here. So I don't know if I really see the benefit into trying to play around with that system at all, because I've done it in the past and I've built a maze and expanded my zone out here with bonfires, and my citizens would always come out here, you know, in the middle of the night and try and pick stuff up. So I would have to constantly use like recall, take all the resources back to the base, or manually pick them up with the grab spell. So one solution I found to that was to not extend past your maze too far with fire pits. You know, let the corruption come right up to you. And then that way your citizens will kind of stay within your base. I don't know. Every map is kind of different in terms of AI behavior. So the corruption is getting right to the edge here. Can't tell if it's going to spread through the tar there. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. But let's not waste any time here. I'm going to crank it down to 1 speed just to take things a little slower here. Continue building downwards here. And we might move the position of these fire pits around here, because we're going to be building our maze through here. So we will incorporate them into the wall. So, you know, this line might not necessarily work for us, but maybe we'll use this as a starting point. So we'll see. Got 2 there, 7 more building slots. Ooh, these are done already. Sweet. So what I'm going to do is take these builders right down to 5, and I'm going to try and gather some resources. So I want to boost miners up to 4. And yeah, let's get a stone cutter. We have a few builders left, you know, to build a few things throughout the night, because we are approaching night, to finish off these bonfires. Now, anyone building down here should be okay, because I still think most enemies will come here. Even if they spawn over here and come around, I imagine they'll at least come down here and then over. Maybe they'll come through here. You know, we'll have to gauge it out and see, and just react accordingly. But we definitely want to get some walls built. I just wanted to take a little bit of caution. I've rushed to get walls built in the past, and I focused too much on building walls and not defenses, and it kind of got bit in the ass for that. So yeah, these 2 towers have treated us well, gave us enough time to get some golems here. So we do want to upgrade the second row, like we were talking about earlier. Do all 4. Whenever the builders have time, they can get around to it. Still don't need any organizers, not yet. As you can see, we have 1 free villager, so where should we put him? Let's see, smelter. We could put 1 on smelter for the time being, but let's not do that. If we're gonna spend 1 on anything, let's put it on the Waymaker. Let's get these roads built. Now I can't help the Waymaker, can I? I don't know if, like, that will actually do anything. Because we are building a stone and wood road, right? So if there's wood already there, because I think how it works is the Waymaker grabs wood, puts it down, grabs stone, puts it down, and then takes a bit of time to build it. So if I put the wood there, are the townspeople just gonna pick it up, or what? And we'll wait and see what happens. We'll try and keep an eye on that. So our fountain is built. Now I think fountains basically provide an easy water source for the villagers. Place your villagers can go to get a refreshing drink works best with a well, rain catcher, or water purifier, and well masters to supply the fountain. Well masters. I think they meant to say water masters. Maybe they used to be called well masters. Who knows? So we're doing pretty good. Decent amount of food. We are going to have to transition over to livestock soon. We have a lot of space left for housing, and a lot of jobs available, so we meet all three of the criteria to get nomads coming into our city. We don't have any enemies coming across yet. Now what is this building over here? Oh, an elemental bolt tower. Okay. Unfortunately, we won't be able to make it over there to take advantage of that. I think we're in pretty good shape, so we'll keep expanding our borders. Put one there. That still needs to get built. And one right there. Cool. Okay. Now soon, we are also going to have to start making incremental upgrades to our manufacturing, because we're still using makeshift stuff, right? Makeshift mining facility, makeshift lumber mill, makeshift lumber shack. So an upgrade would boost the efficiency by 10% and give us more worker slots, which that isn't an issue right now, but 10% increased harvest speed, you know, every upgrade really adds up. And more storage space too. How are we doing in terms of buildings? So these are almost upgraded. Got a few fire pits going. You know what, let's focus on the production that we built first, which was... I know the mining facility we built second, but we're going to upgrade both of them right now. The lumber shack and the mining facility. And you know what, let's just do the makeshift crystal harvestry. Sorry. 10% for that too, so that's great. Cool. Now we don't need too many resources for these two, but the crystal harvestry needs some cut stone and 32 stones. So we can help them out a little bit like this. We want to play it safe and not confuse anyone. Just harvest some stone on the edges here, and then as they need it, they will just pick it up. Okay, so we got some zombies and stuff coming through. Look at that. We do got some coming through this way. We'll keep an eye on them, see where they go. But we have a nice stream coming through here. Cool. Mr. Illuminate, don't have enough energy. Okay, so these guys are going over here, but as you can see, they're being met by all my crystal golems. Beautiful. Yep, he's not going to stand a chance. Yeah, the golems are very OP. Provide some illumination here. If some of you are wondering, no, my game didn't just glitch out, I just disabled the HUD. So we do got some guys coming over here. Now, where are they going? Okay. So the slime's just doing some weird AI, wants to make it here first and go around. So they're still going to be in proximity of my towers, so this is perfect. I have nothing to worry about, really. Okay, so those will be done sometime tonight, hopefully. These upgrades are coming along a little slow, but that's okay. Actually not too bad, considering we're on 1 speed. We could bump that up to 2. That still needs to be built. Okay. And same with that. So we're going to have to start thinking about livestock, farms, chickens, animals, cooks, and ranger lodges. Because like I said earlier, I don't know the exact number, but the farms operate, I'm going to say, at like 50% efficiency in the summer. Maybe it's a little higher. But the point is you will struggle with food generation in the summer unless you've, stocked up a lot on food, which I don't think this is a lot. If I'm not putting out enough food per day, more than my village needs, I'd estimate this would last maybe 2 or 3 days, if that. But we do have a pretty good production, so I think we're falling a little bit, but it's not very noticeable. But like I said, we're going to transition into livestock. Start that tonight. Just want to make sure the enemies aren't going to breach us. So I think it's safe if we just ignore these guys for tonight. The towers and the golems will handle the rest. So where do we want to put our livestock? I think I'm going to keep the westward side here for building. I don't want to use up... Sorry, I'm going to keep this area for housing and ancillaries. Could put the livestock right here. Yeah, let's do that. There's no sense in spreading out our village too much. Start with the Ranger Lodge. That there. Animal pen. Plucker coop. Got a well there. Okay. Animal pen here. What am I doing? Okay. Could put that there. We gotta get rid of this. Hope I have enough essence to get this done. Oh, not quite enough. Okay. Okay, and we'll put the clucker coop right here. I think that'll work okay. Perfect, we're looking good. Now our water's shooting up, obviously, because we have the rain catcher here. The upgraded rain catcher. Excuse me. So I have some bad news, guys. Well... Okay, we don't know for sure if it's going to come across here. I was just looking at this, then seeing like, oh no, the corruption came across there. But as you can see, this is a little lighter than the dark area here. So maybe the corruption can cross this lighter patch of shallow water, but it can't cross the dark, deep water here. But is it divided all the way across? That's what I'm wondering. Pretty close here. Well, regardless of the outcome, we are going to continue to build some bonfires. Some large fire pits. Cool, okay. Alrighty, so that was about it for night. That wasn't too bad. Posture check, everyone. I'm the worst for posture. I also need a new computer chair. This one is literally falling apart. Our FPS does take a bit of a hit when it's raining. We're getting ready to move into livestock, although we are keeping our farms around. Nothing's going to happen with them. In fact, we might build more farms / upgrade these ones. Because come winter time, we want enough water and food, so we don't starve. Because, like I said earlier, well, there's not very much water on this map, so it's even more important. But these little, I guess, lakes here will freeze in the winter. There'll be a few days where you can harvest water from them, but there'll be days where you cannot harvest water. And I don't think it rains in winter, so you can get water from wells. So come winter, you are very limited. Okay, so these guys are upgraded. So before we upgrade them to the 3rd level, oh, we got an earthquake happening right in the center of town. Good. I think we're okay. So before we upgrade these to the 3rd level, we are going to make a new row of golems. We'll make 6 more buildings, so that's pretty good. Stone golem up here. 3 crystal golems. Now, one of my other favorite abilities, I think we may have mentioned this before, is Mend. Steadily repairs golems and buildings in a small area for a short period of time. So that's great for earthquakes, because if we position this maybe here, we could repair all 4 of these buildings. Now it does take a lot of essence, a large chunk of essence, so early on I can't spam it, so once I get a bit more essence we'll fix up here, the buildings here and there, but for the time being they're just going to have to stay damaged. I don't think it has any effect negatively on the efficiency and speed or anything like that of the village. Okay, so our water is indeed going up. That is awesome. Our food is going up. Yes, indeed. 194, okay. Farm, farm, established, and farm. I'm not going to upgrade any of the farms right now because I do want to focus on these here. And there's no sense putting rangers to work if we don't have an animal pen built. So it looks like these are taking priority. That's interesting because they shouldn't. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, it's the day, there's no more threat of enemies. We did put a lot of workers on the, we got a lot of miners right now, and lumberjacks, so I'm going to take 3 away from the miners, 3 away from the lumberjacks, put them all on the builders. Let's just rush through and get some of these buildings built. We'll take a little bit of hit on our resources, but we're looking pretty good, so we'll bounce right back up before any harm is done. We will just have to keep an eye on that though. I do not want to hit 0. It really, you know, everything really comes to a halt and just chugs when you're waiting on resources. 'Cause everyone's fighting for that one cut stone or that one board. And then sometimes the AI and priority doesn't really match up, so even though these buildings have, you know, clear priority, this one's almost halfway done. I mean, I could pause buildings and mess with it like that, but I'm not too concerned. As long as the 11 builders are doing their jobs, then I'm happy. So we have a lot of essence here. Let's see if we can do another mend. This building's relatively low, so let's put one right there. We'll get those 3. I won't reach the trash can here, but that's okay. What we could do is crank it up to 3 times speed, fill our essence here from our essence collectors, drop it back down to 1, repair the village this way. Takes a bit of our essence, but it's the day. We're not really using much of it. This healing ability is also useful for meteor strikes. But gee, the earthquake sure does have a wide reach. Like, it spawned over here and everything's damaged. Getting a bit of lag here because of the rain. Ah, wonderful. I like when children grow up, because it means I get one more worker. Evil man. Hey, I'm doing the most work here. I'm ripping entire trees out of the ground. Okay, so our third row is almost finished. Beautiful. Ooh, abandoned nomads. See if we can locate them. Ah, here they are. So we could hit the recall on them and just suck them back to town. Oh, yeah, there they go. Let's go greet them. Oh, yeah, they're stuck in the mess now. I don't know where they went. It didn't say they joined our village. That's weird. Where did I teleport them to? Oh, there we go. Okay. Bring that back down to 8. Let's just check over all our building positions. 2 carpenters, we don't really need 2 anymore. Don't really need any more crystal harvesters. I mean, we could use more of both, but we'll come back to them. Farmers, I think we're good for now. Lumberjack, I am going to bring that up to 3. And our new positions, which is the cook and the rangers, we will need to dedicate a few there. So I think we're going to do that right now. We're going to get a good start on our food. I think we have to take 1 more from the builders, so 6 rangers right away. We'll get the animals coming in. Actually, we do only have the 1 animal pen. I don't know the ratio, like, 3 rangers to every 1 makeshift animal pen. I don't know the ratio, but I do want to get that filled up right away. And I do know we are going to build a chicken coop, because I think we ran out of building slots. Oh no, we didn't run out of building slots. We were trying to get rid of this. Okay. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Put that right there. And then 3 rangers. I don't know how fast they will fill up the animal pen and the coop. But we also need some cooks. I think when the animal pens are full, say 6 out of 6 slots for position, for example, yeah, I'm pretty sure when a pen is full, like more than 70% full, maybe it's 60%, the cooks will remove the animals and chop them up and make raw meat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 60% full. So you want to make sure you're keeping your pens full, and not just half full. Because I think if you're keeping them half full, then your cooks won't take any animals to be slaughtered. God, it sounds so bad saying that. But it is the truth. That is where meat comes from, my friends. I've been told there are people who do not know that the meats you buy in grocery stores come from animals. Like the grocery store makes and packages the meat, all in-house. Sounds ridiculous to me, to be honest, so probably not true. But okay, yep, things are moving along here. So we're going to start getting some meats up here, you'll see in probably a day. Because the rangers, during the day and night, they patrol the village. And I think during the evening, or afternoon, evening, they go out and hunt wild animals. I don't see any here. Oh, here we go. So here's a clucker. Unfortunately, I don't think we can, like, pick them up put them in our clucker coop. I don't think that's how it works. I think I've tried that before and it just like casually walked out, so that'd be pretty cool though. It'd be a quick way to fill them up and a quick way to just get a lot of raw meat. So our road network is slowly coming along. Emphasis on slowly. It's cool that we can see the layout. We did have 2 waymakers there. These roads required wood, rock, and board. Okay. Yeah, so we want to make sure we always have at least 1 carpenter. And lumberjacks and miners, we're always going to have them, so. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with everything. Ah, so we are getting some meat here already. Wow, look at that. 14 already? Seems like a lot. But one thing I do want to do, show you here. Yeah, like usual, we, oh, it did it for us. Wow. Okay, so the cook building automatically, or the kitchen automatically sets this to maintain to storage limit, so that's pretty good. So we can make these rations. Efficiently packed food that lasts longer requires 1 raw meat, 1 vegetable. Or we can just eat vegetables and meat separately. So what I'm gonna do is tell the cooks, hey, don't make any cooked meat. Just make rations. So we'll take our rations from the farm, the raw meat that they're just stocking because they're not using it to make cooked meat, and we'll make it into rations. So I think that's the best way to go. If you have the choice to make rations, then I think you should just do it. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to make rations. So as you can see, we're up to 4 already. And I think they will prioritize eating rations first versus carrots or cactus and turnip. Yeah, I would definitely prefer rations over cactus. I mean, I'm kind of biased. I've never eaten cactus, but it's spiky, boy. I wouldn't want to put that in my mouth. Okay, so let's get back to reality here. Back to reality. Look, we got something here. Oh no, that's not a something. That's just like a little water pool. That's no fun. Okay, so that ensures that the corruption will not come in through the east side here, because we got that all covered with bonfires. Sorry, fire pits. Keep calling them bonfires. We're almost to the edge there, but we need more building slots. So what do we need? Ooh, a small keep. Okay, that's awesome. This is acceptable. I can accept this. Oh, we have 2 extra people here. What are we doing? Not paying attention. So if you remember, we dropped some lumber here on the road to test if the Waymaker would use that or utilize that. It doesn't look like it. Builders and workers just picked it up and used it for other projects. So that's good to know. Okay, so that's good. Very good. Now upgrading these ancillaries only give you 2, right? Yeah, it's not very much. I mean, the upgrade cost isn't expensive, but almost just might as well build another one considering you get 6. But we don't need any right now. I suppose we could just upgrade a few every so often just to give us, you know, a few building slots here and there. And then that'll kind of stretch the time out between upgrading our main camp and building new ones. That seems like a good strategy. Let's do that. Okay, so it's currently evening. We're getting close to night. As you can see, our not so furry friends up here are indeed spreading to the north and to the east here, where they will meet the void and they'll be unable to go any further. And they're slowly spreading up to the northwest here, and they will also meet the void. And hey, look what we found. Cool. A little key. That back home. I don't think we have any more chests. Drop this right here. So I bet if we look, we could find some chests. Up there. Something right here, I think. Yeah, we do. Ooh, another key. Can I pick that up? Cool. I think we have another one. Oh, loot box. Okay. Awesome. Oh, there's a lot of trash accumulating, so we are gonna have to address the trash. Can't even grab this. Oh, right, I can't grab those. You have to just click on it. See if a villager clues in and opens that up in a second. Did I see a third one here? It's hard to tell. Yes, I did. Another box. Okay. 2 treasure chests and 2 keys. That's awesome. Now, like anyone on Christmas, they don't want to wait. What do we get there? Food. Okay. Raw meat, cooked meat, carrots. We got water, we got ration packs, we got eggs. What's this? Well, that's an egg, and that's a boiled egg. I don't know how I feel about all that raw and cooked food just hanging out in a treasure chest. Let's see what we have here. Weapons. Okay, so we've opened up a few weapon ones already. But that's good. Now, I don't think we have any, yeah, no smelters, okay. Still have a toolsmith, which, you know, we don't really need right now. Because I think we've made a lot of weapons and tools already. No, not really. We haven't made up to the limit, and that's probably because we're lacking on iron. Iron ore, yes. So maybe we could use a smelter, you know, get a few more tools going, get some of our builders and miners and lumberjacks working more efficiently. We will have to take one builder off to make room for that, the dude who hammers the metal at the forge. The blacksmith. So it's nighttime, just like that. Okay. Will we survive the night? Who knows? I think we're gonna end it here for today. We're currently sitting at 43 minutes and 5 seconds. Don't want to make them too long. But what do you guys think? Do you prefer like hour-long videos, or would you prefer them broken up into like 20-minute episodes? I'm good, either or. It's really what you guys want. So once again, I thank you all for watching. It's a pleasure. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have any comments or suggestions below, feel free to let me know. And if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. I have to go let my cat out now. I'll see you guys on the next one.